Let's have a seat and get started with your ceremony here. Teachers, all the students are seated and in and ready? Ready to go? Okay, I'd like to introduce you to Dr. Brock, the Executive Vice President of Academic Affairs, and she will open the ceremony.
Welcome, everybody, and happy holidays. This is a great time of year, and we're here to celebrate your success. You've all worked very hard to get here, and we want to show you how much we appreciate it by this ceremony and giving you your certificate. So again, congratulations.
So as the Director of ESL and on behalf of the ESL faculty, I'd like to welcome President McMahon, Vice President Brock, keynote speaker Lois Thome, ESL students and your families to the fall 2011 ESL graduation ceremony. We're here to recognize all of the personal sacrifices that you and your families have made to complete this intensive English course and to celebrate the progress that you've made in your understanding and use of English. Your keynote speaker today, Lois Thome, co-anchors Wink News at 5 o'clock, 6, and 7 o'clock. She's originally from the state of Wisconsin, and she joined Wink TV in 1992. Lois has covered major stories and events such as Hurricane Charlie, the Columbine shootings, the Oklahoma City bombing, and the Cuban refugee crisis. Some of the awards that Lois has received for her professional and volunteer work include the Best News Anchor in Southwest Florida, the Quill Penn Award from the Florida Association of School Administrators, Library Advocate of the Year by the Southwest Florida Library Network, and one of the top Women of the Year by Gulf Shore Life magazine. A wife and mother of 2 children, Lois is dedicated to supporting literacy initiatives and the well-being of our children here in Southwest Florida. For over 10 years, she has volunteered as a committee member for the Southwest Florida Reading Festival. She sits on the board of Gulf Coast High School's Sports and Entertainment Marketing Academy. She's a board member for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in Southwest Florida. And she spends time in area schools reading to children and mentoring students. I invited Lois to speak to you today because she has the ability to integrate a demanding career and the responsibilities of family life, and at the same time, she volunteers in her free time to encourage reading, to promote literacy, to establish safeguards that protect our children from dangerous criminals, and she volunteers to support and guide our youth, our young people, as a mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, all of these volunteer activities that Lois commits to are not easy or even relaxing. These are not volunteer activities or free time activities such as golf or tennis. And there are many people who would not choose to spend their free time working in their community to solve difficult and sometimes emotionally painful issues, especially when those issues involve long commitments and slow progress, such as literacy attainment. So why does Lois Thome choose to spend her free time in service to causes that do not have immediate results? Because most of us, when we volunteer or offer ourselves, we expect and we like immediate praise and immediate results. She told me that she truly believes that education is power and that learning is a lifelong journey that will take you places that you've never imagined possible. This is what she wants others to discover as they learn to read or cultivate a love for reading and education. Lois understands that big challenges require a constant investment of time, even when the results come slowly, and even when the results are for the success of another person. And I believe this characterizes how we teach and learn English here at Hodges University, and how you all support and help each other in the classroom. So ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you put your hands together for a leader in our community who chooses to invest her time in making Southwest Florida a better place to live, Lois Thome.
Good morning, everyone. Boy, graduates, it is a true honor for me to be here with you today, celebrating this momentous day, and I hope that you are very, very proud of yourselves. I know you worked very hard to get to this moment, and at times, I'm sure it was at great personal sacrifice. Driving an hour from Immokalee, night after night, sitting through traffic, heavy traffic here in Southwest Florida, night after night, to get to class, and also spending precious time away from your loving families just to get this done. You really should be proud of yourselves, and I want you to know how proud I am of you for doing that and committing yourselves to it. I hope you feel that the effort was worth it. I know that your instructors over here are very proud of you for going the long road and making it to the end, to this graduation day. So let me be among the first to say to you, congratulations. Felicitaciones. That was Spanish for any of you who need to interpret that, because my Spanish, as you can tell. How about felicitación? French? Not bad? Not close, not bad, right? Congratulazione. The Italians? I married an Italian. Please tell me that was close to a good Italian. Huh? You see, you and I, we have a lot in common. You once struggled with my native language of English. And as you can hear, I struggle with your native languages, very much so. When I was asked by Hodges to speak with you here today, I was happy to do it. You see, education is a passion of mine, and I believe it's hard to be successful without a love of learning. But you don't have to be a master's degree holder or have your PhD to be successful in your life. Let me share a secret with you, something that I don't tell many people, but I often carry with me this. It's very hard to see, right? It's a chip, a little chip. It reminds me constantly of the best that I can be. It's not expensive. It's not worth money. But to me, it's very valuable. But because it constantly reminds me of the things I need to do to be successful in my life. And that's what I want to share with you today, the secret of this chip. You see, CHIP, it stands for something. It's an acronym, C-H-I-P, CHIP. All the letters mean something to me. Now the C, let's start there. The C, to me, it stands for compassion and community service. Now, I know some of you have children here with us today. How many of you have children? Well, listen to me. I have a 5-year-old daughter who teaches me all I will ever need to know about compassion. She loves without thinking, and if someone's hurt, she says she's sorry, even if she wasn't the one who causes the pain. I think all of us are born with this wonderful compassion, and we keep it as children, but somehow, as we grow older, we lose that compassion. And the world without compassion is a very ugly and a very dangerous place. And I can't measure success in my life without true compassion. A few years ago, I read this rule about recapturing true compassion in your life. And And this is what the rule says. It says, treat every person you meet as if they would be dead by midnight. Now think about that. The person sitting next to you, the homeless person you might see later today, or your loved one. What if they weren't here 14 hours from now? Would you treat them any differently? Just think about that. Try it. If you do this, it is truly a life-changing experience. It teaches you to hold on to true compassion. Your life will never be the same if you do it, I promise you. Now, when it comes to the second C for me stands for community service. And whenever I think about community service, I think about the great civil rights leader, Martin Luther King Jr., who once said, "Everyone can be great because everyone can serve." Most of us aren't rich. We don't have $1 million that we can donate to cancer research to cure cancer around the world. And we don't have a lot of money to donate to help make sure everyone has a home tonight and isn't poor anymore and doesn't go home hungry. But you know what we all have? We all have the gift of our own time. And I think that using that time can make a difference in our community and in the lives of others around you. Janetta Cole, who's the past president of Spelman College, once said that the ultimate expression of generosity is not in giving what you have, but in giving of who you are. Community service is a vital element to a successful life. And now we move on to H. H for me stands for honesty and hard work. Now, honesty in my mind is pretty self-explanatory. There is no room in a successful life for lies. And you know what? In a second, just a second, in the snap of a finger, a lie can ruin you. And you can fight for the rest of your life to regain your reputation and try to gain someone's trust back. There's just no place for it in a successful life, and it's really as simple as that. But we move on to the second H. When I'm talking about hard work, here is something that is one of the easiest things to have for a successful life. One of my favorite inspirational writers of all time is Og Mandino, and he's written millions of books, millions of copies of books all over the world in many dozens and dozens of different languages. And one of his rules for his own life is that today and every day you should do more than you're getting paid to do. And I'll tell you, boy, was he right. Because you know what? For years, I just worked my 8 hours. I always worked my 8 hours, and I did everything that was asked of me, but I was employable, but I was nothing special. Then I noticed some of my peers were passing me by, and they were getting the best reporting assignments. And eventually, I started to get jealous and angry. And you know what? Finally, I got mad enough to do something about it. And I began to work harder without complaint, volunteering my time when somebody was needed. And you know what? I enjoyed my job a lot more. I really enjoyed my work. And eventually, I started getting my reward. I've gained the confidence of my employer, and better than that, I've gained my own confidence. Hard work is vital if you want to have a successful life. Now, the letter I stands for intelligence. And this is something that you've already embraced. I mean, we're sitting here at Hodges University, aren't we? You've already embraced intelligence. But when I say intelligence, I don't mean that you have to be the smartest person in the room. What I mean by that is you have to believe that learning is a lifelong journey. It doesn't end here. It continues on and on and on if you want to grow and be successful. Og Mandino says, take the attitude of a student. Never be too big to ask questions. Never know too much to learn something new. So intelligence is an important part of your successful life and to keep you on the road to that success. Now finally, P. P stands for perseverance and passion. Perseverance means you never give up, no matter how difficult the task. You already understand this because we've already talked about how I know there were some really difficult days for you to make it here. And you did it, sometimes at very great personal sacrifice. The great American writer Mark Twain once told this story about a cat that jumped up on a hot stove. Well, as you can imagine, the cat burned all its paws, burned its underbelly, was in terrific pain. Well, the cat never jumped on a hot stove again. But the cat never jumped on a cold stove either. Now, the point of that story is, from this point on, that cat limited his view of the world to this far off the ground. He never, ever got up on that stove again to see from that high point the whole world all around him. Sometimes we're all knocked down by mistakes and failures, but we'll never grow as people or become better if we don't stand up and brush ourselves off and try again. If we quit every single time we fail, we would never accomplish anything and we would never achieve a successful life. Now, one of the downsides of my job, as I mentioned in the beginning, is that when I make a mistake, it's usually on TV and a lot of people know about it. I want to tell you a story about one of my most embarrassing moments. We used to start the news every night. The music would play, and we'd say, "Good evening, I'm Lois Thome." And they'd say, and my co-anchor would say, "Good evening, I'm Jim McLaughlin." Well, one night, it was crazy in the studio for some reason. The cameras were all nuts, and the music was starting. The news was starting. It was time to get going. And I looked up and I said, "Good evening, I'm Jim McLaughlin." Okay, you can imagine how I felt about that. I felt like a complete idiot. After that, I could have curled up and I could have quit. I could have went and I could have found another career. But you know what? Failure can be the best teacher, because I will never forget how idiotic I felt that day. I wasn't concentrating. I figured out why it happened, and I can guarantee you that's not going to happen again soon. Now let's talk about passion. Passion is what drives us to do what we do. At work, you have to love your work, or it becomes just that, work. One time author Bob Black said, "You are what you do." If you do boring, stupid, monotonous work, chances are you're going to end up boring, stupid, and monotonous. From this point on, choose to do everything with inspiration. You can't afford to be mediocre. I remember a radio commentator once said about being mediocre, he said, "There's nothing in the middle of the road but yellow stripes and dead armadillos." Don't be middle of the road. Don't find the middle of the road to success. Be inspired. Have passion. There once was this preacher and his son who went around the countryside, and they spoke at different churches to earn extra money. And they saw this small church, and they decided to go in. And as they were walking in, the preacher pulled a quarter out of his pocket, and he put it in the poor box. You know what the poor box is in a church, in the entrance of a church? It's the money the church collects to give to the poor. Well, he went into church. He gave this great sermon. The crowd just erupted in applause after his speech. And the head pastor came up to him and said, "Thank you so much for inspiring us here today." He said, "You can see, though, we are a very small church, and all we can afford to pay you is the contents of our poor box." So he unlocked it, and he poured the entire contents of the poor box right into the preacher's hand. 1 quarter. Well, as the preacher and his son were leaving, the preacher was grumbling and complaining about the horrible pay he got that day. And the son listened to him for a while, and then he finally looked at him and he said, "Dad, if you wanted more out, you should have put more in." You know, sometimes it's just the truth. You only get out of life what you put into it. So I'm asking you to embrace passion in your lives, in every aspect of your life. So, as you continue to travel down your road to success, I want you to find your chip. Find your compassion, your community service, your honesty, your hard work, your intelligence, your perseverance, and your passion. You know, success is really easy to achieve because you have it right here in the palm of your hand. I ask God to bless you all today, and I wish you all the best of luck. Stay on your road to success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lois, for those inspiring words. Okay, we are going to begin with our certificate ceremony, and we're going to start with Immokalee. Let's start with level 1, Immokalee students. Okay, level 1, Immokalee. Yilian Mesa. Mariceli Hernandez. Josefina Chavez. Leticia Villegas. Jorge Medina Vega. Elizabeth George. Peterson Numa. This level 1? Is that it for level 1? That was it for level 1? Okay. Okay, that was level 1. That's our beginning group, Lois. Sometimes the most difficult thing is just to get started, right? Okay, level 2, intermediate students. Georgeline Jules. Okay. Daisy Neri. Janine Guzman. Estania Duverne. Romelia Duran. Evilio Pinto. Okay, that was level 2. And now level 3 students. This is our advanced group from Immokalee. Estela Ramirez. Patricia Reyes. Cideleni Silverio. Marie Plaisir. Told you I'm trying. Janina Baca. Julia Beck. Efraín González. Regine Francois. Ketley Eraus. Farah Lacroix. Iret Agustin. Augusta Laplan. Silvestra Castillo. Samar Araji. And those are our Immokalee students. Our Immokalee program is in the evening, 5 to 10. Most of you come to Naples here in the daytime. And these are some of our most dedicated students. A lot of them took off work today to attend the graduation. So please give them an extra round of applause for making it to graduation today. We're so happy you could make it. Okay, Naples students, let's start with level 1 professors. Level 1. Okay, come on, hon. Yeah, all together. Ulysses Rios. Jesus Ortega. Carlos Ramirez. Daira Olano. Joan Licot. Ernesto Espinosa Lopez. Osmel Suarez. Karina Delgado. Luis Rodríguez Cuello. María Jiménez Garvin. Tefta Miska. Risel Coronado. José Davila. Daniel González López. Mariana Silva. Flavia Bortón Sánchez. Erlene Montilos. Daphne Oliva Silva. Fernando Antelo. Odalis Armas. Lucrecia Puritica. Ana Laureano. This way. Odalis Orozco. Wilcy Plantin. Carmen Diaz. Nevis Ramos. Eileen Mignette. And last but not least, Yarita Monk. Level 1, congratulations. Ready for intermediate. Some of them come in knowing nothing and they leave knowing a lot. Level 2, students, Naples, can you line up? Level 2. Level 2 students. Adela Acosta. Josaika Palma Estrada. Jimena Perfecto. Hi, honey. Good to see you. Sharon Rodriguez. Is the first one Gim or Jim? Gim or Jim? Okay. Jim Jin Hyung. Yane Ruiz Solarte. Okay, got it. Xiomara Leone. Ana Guevara. Nora Vargas. Ismeli Evora. Mariela Ramirez. Ángela Egues. Chong Li Peng. Victor Carrillo. Abel Planas. Say it again. Eric Princeus. Fernando Salazar. Regla Cabrera Rodríguez. Andrea Falcón. Carolina Méndez. Rosa González. Dora Ordóñez. Say it again. Kai. Not Kaiju. Kaiju. Kaiju Yu. Carlos León. Ernson Joseph. Roberto Del Bois. Level 2, that's it? Wonderful. Level 2 intermediate students, congratulations. Okay, level 3 students, let's line up. Our advanced group. Level 3. Sylvia Doucet. Marianne Grochol. Juliet Vialta. Yadira Ricardo. Lia Estrada Portugués. Okay. María Angélica Gómez. Natalia Colmenares. And baby. Nora Cruz. Ernest Dufour. José Valderrama. Good. How are you? Rodrigo Morales. Go ahead, honey, this way. Carlos Rojas. Jean Poplin. Carlos Miranda. And Laurent Dupu. Okay. And we have one fabulous student from level 4, right? So level 3 is our advanced class, and level 4 is our college preparatory course. Jesus Colmenares. Congratulations. And is that all? Okay, so we're going to call the teachers up. Thank you. Wonderful. Good for you. Great job, everybody. Okay, I'm going to ask at this time for the professors to come up, the ESL faculty. We are going to grant some awards and make some recognitions. Okay, we'll begin with special recognition awards for Immokalee students.
Hello, everyone.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Jesus Hernandez. I
Okay.
teach in Immokalee, and some of you know me here in Naples. I've been studying here.
They can't hear you. Start again.
My name, again, is Jesus Hernandez. I teach in Immokalee, and some of you have seen me here in Naples. I had the pleasure today to introduce Level 1 Special Award recognition.
You have to open it.
And every year, every trimester, it gets harder and harder to choose one, especially Immokalee students. They are extraordinary. And it has been an honor having this student in my class. She has shown tremendous growth this semester because of her outstanding dedication and perseverance. She has never missed a day in class and has always had a positive attitude. As a result of her hard work and commitment to her studies, she is getting the award of the best student of Level 1. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Josefina Chavez, this special one. I swear you deserve this.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Good. Good morning. Uh, I'm Arthur Boyer. I've been with the ESL program for almost 2 years now, and I love it more every day and every semester. And first, I want to thank you, Professor Frank, and you, Professor Jesus, for your support and your contribution to my journey at Hatches. Thank you. Now, what do you say to students from Immaculate to motivate them even more? I don't have anything else to say. Nothing to say, because every semester I can tell you we've been doing it, and they keep inspiring me even more. And they have redefined my commitment to the ESL program. And I can say to them to only thank you, and I'm very, very proud of you. How do you select the best from a team of the best? That was very, very hard for me, I can tell you. And I'm always happy to have somebody to decide for me. From level 2, we let them decide. Just like in some, yes, I guess that's the best way to do it sometimes. You know, we let them decide. And then, yeah. And then, just like sometimes they say, Mr. Boyer, why don't you take a break? Let me teach today. You know what? I trust them. And they help one another. Sometimes, yes, they give me a break. They teach. They work together. They write together. They work together. The only problem is sometimes I think they copy together. But that's not too bad. They have decided. Mr. Evelio Pinto, the tribe has spoken. You are the best from level 2. So proud of you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Frank Perez Mas, and I also teach in Immokalee. I've been with the ESL program for over 2 years now, and it doesn't get any, I'm in Immokalee the whole week, and I'm very proud of being there. I have to think about the P there for passion and perseverance, because that's what these students show every single night. Having a class where more than over 50% of the class has perfect attendance is really, really, it's really, really something to talk about and something to be proud of. Still we have to choose one, and this time level 3 student, the level 3 student that I'm presenting this award to is Ketley Arouse.
Call her again. Congratulations.
Good morning. My name is Veronique. Level 1A was a very special group. They were a very young and enthusiastic group. A lot of young men and just a few women. One of these students deserved this recognition because of her great commitment to learn English, to help others, and to improve her English. And she came to class almost every day despite some serious challenges that she faced with her health. She did very well, and again, she improved her English greatly. I'm very happy to give this recognition to Daira Olano.
My name's Art Burton, and as many of you know, I've always had a fondness for level 1. And the reason I have that fondness is you can see advancement in these students by leaps and bounds. They learn fast, and at the end of each semester, you can tell that they've learned a lot. So I'm pleased to present an award to a level 1B student. 1B was a great class, and it was very difficult to do a selection of anybody out of that class. But we all talked, and we decided there was only one person who was always there and always paid attention and always contributed to the class and was always willing to help others. So I would like to present the award to Flavia Burton and
Thank you. I hope it's on. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lobar, and I've been teaching speaking and grammar to level 1 and C. So it's my turn to present special recognition to level 1C. Believe me, it was very, very, very difficult to choose the best from the best because they were all special for me and they worked so hard. However, there was one student who's been in this country only for, I don't know, like more than 5 months, and she worked so hard. She improved her English and progressed a lot. Her name is Jarlenis Machado Arbante, and she's not here today. Yeah.
Good morning. There were many students in level 2A who are very deserving. So it was very difficult to just select one student for this outstanding recognition award. We chose one student who had a great attendance record, only missing one day out of the entire trimester. Every day she was engaged in class and she participated. She worked well with others and even helped other class members. She is a lawyer from Peru and she represents her country well. Congratulations. Nora Vargas.
Congratulations.
Good morning. Is this on? Yes?
It's on. Just hold it
Okay.
closely.
Good morning, faculty, students, guests, and friends. A dream becomes a goal when you start to make it come true. Everyone has dreams and goals, but the difference between the two is that a dream exists only in your mind and a goal is something that you work towards achieving. Goals are life-changing because they shape who you are and what you will become. And it is the actions that you take which will ultimately determine how you reach your goals. As students, each and every one of you have made a conscious decision to pursue your goals, and your efforts have been recognized every day. I'm sure that you can appreciate these words of wisdom anonymously written in 1100 AD and later translated into modern-day English. When I was young and free, my imagination had no limits. I dreamed of changing the world. As I grew older and wiser, I discovered that the world would not change. So I revised my goals, and I decided to change my country. However, I soon learned that this was also impossible to do. I then decided to focus my goals on changing my family, but my family would not allow me to change them. And now, as I record these words on paper, I have finally come to realize, after all these years, that all I ever had to do was to change myself first. And if I had done this from the beginning, I actually may have been able to change things and make changes for my family. I may have been able to improve my country. And who knows, if I had known then what I know now, I may have been able to change the world. Remember that your future is determined not so much by what life brings to you, but instead by what you bring to your life. Never lose sight of your goals and always believe in yourself. And then you will be ready to meet any new challenge that tomorrow brings. And this morning, it is my pleasure to actually present an award to a student who actually was demonstrated her strong desire continually throughout the semester to improve her speaking skills. Her name is Yamara Leone. She was always an active participant in class, yes. She always asked very thought-provoking questions and shared her enthusiasm. I'm sure she is a person that would agree with those words of wisdom. Congratulations, Yamara. Congratulations to each and every one of you. It has been my pleasure to have you with me for this semester. Thank you so much. Congratulations. So proud of you. Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. And now we are presenting for level 2 SC. For this student was always in class. She was very kind and thoughtful and always asked interesting questions, very helpful to other students, very polite, always had a smile on her face. And it is our pleasure to announce Andrea Falcon.
D was such a wonderful and exceptional group. Every morning I looked forward to teaching them, and they made it very easy and enjoyable for me throughout the whole term. Everyone should be awarded. However, the professors agreed that the special recognition should go to a student who radiates positive attitude, is extremely motivated to learn, and also loves to sing. His name is Abel Planas.
Let him sing something. Sing. Let's hear you sing. Congratulations. Good for you. It's wonderful.
Good morning. My name is Mike Avola. And I have the honor, the privilege of introducing to you and recognizing a student from 3A. All of the students in 3A were great, but I have to recognize one. In fact, this person would come into class and sit at the front of the room, first desk. Everybody else went to the back of the room. I don't know why they do that, but they do. Anyway, what this particular person has done is what I think we all should do more of, is that he would listen intently. And I could hear him and see him forming opinions, and then he would speak. Not many words, but he got to the point. So, ladies and gentlemen, the envelope, please. I'd like to congratulate and bring to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Miranda.
I know the name. I recognized him when he came up. Congratulations, honey.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to give the award for an outstanding student for level 3B. 3B is a very diverse class. We had a lot of fun in listening, talking about the issues. This person always was at class, willing to give her opinions. It's not really a level playing field for everybody who attends our school. And this person is a single mom and would come from working all night into class, ready to learn, ready to participate. I'm happy to give this award to Yvonne Bien-Aimé.
Congratulations.
Great job for you too, Yvonne. Well done, thank you. We're almost done. Certificate for special recognition for level 3C goes to a student who proved herself to be enthusiastic, motivated, conscientious, and very eager to learn. She was always literally and figuratively in the center of the classroom and invariably ready to ask questions and help explain and give opinions to other students as well as to me. She embraced the idea that ESL should help individuals communicate by making friendships with students from multiple and diverse cultures. So it gives me great pleasure, Sylvie, to give you the certificate special recognition for 3C.
Last but not least, level 4. At level 4, the expectations are very, very high. This is academic level English, so that you may compete successfully in a graduate program level in English. Our motto was to make the best better. The student recognized today echoes some of the characteristics presented by our speaker. Community comes to mind. This person was helpful to others in addition to their own needs. Hardworking definitely describes this student. Intelligence goes without saying. And then perseverance. Can you imagine at this level that you have to learn almost 1,000, actually 893 academic level words? But today, we have victory. My colleagues laugh because I believe in academic victory. They know my passion. But the person today that deserves recognition in level 4 is Jesus Colmenares.
Want me to use this list? I'll use my list. Congratulations, Jesus. Okay, congratulations to all of you students who received this special recognition. I would also like to ask you to recognize your professors for the hard work that they do, teaching you every day, and they love their work and love you as well. So give a hand to your professors. There are just a couple of recognitions that the faculty would like to make, and we would like to acknowledge Tom and Paula Falsiglia, who volunteer with us, and they remember Paul and Tom in the back? Paula and Tom. They come in and chat with you guys and give you real talking experiences, and we appreciate and thank them very much for the volunteering that they do with us. And I'd like to recognize the students in Immokalee who passed the CPAT, which is our entrance exam to study into an academic program. So if you students could just stand from Immokalee: Iret Agustin, Silvestre Castillo, Ketli Arauz, Regine Francois, Efrain Gonzalez, Farah Lacroix, Marie Plaisir, Patricia Rivas, Janina Vaca. Congratulations. There's Dr. Brock. And Dr. Brock, could you join us? Can you hand her the mic? Just because it's tight over here.
Can you hear me? Good, good. What a great job Leisha and her faculty do. Let's give them another round of applause. You can see that their hard work has paid off in your performance. We are so proud of you today. You are now part of our Hodges family. Please come and visit us. Please do good things in the community, and congratulations. Thank you.